welcome to Beantown versus Big Apple rivalry. I'm Nicholas alongside with Alex Green and Reed Becker. We're talking about the New York teams versus the Boston teams. Today's topic is the Yankees and the Red Sox.
So the Yankees now are in the playoffs, having coming off the 60-game schedule. They're in the playoffs now against Tampa Bay, which might be over by the time come next week. But the Yankees offense when they're fully healthy can go up against anybody. And while their pitching, specifically in their bullpen, has definitely hurt them a little bit down the stretch towards the end of the season, specifically because Tommy Kahnle being out. But with the Yankees pitching, with the addition of Garrett Cole and with their offense at full strength, the Yankees have shown, for the most part, throughout the season, that they are one of the teams, if not the team to beat in the American League.
The Red Sox are on a completely different scale than the Yankees right now. The Red Sox finished the 60-game season with a record of 24-36, missing out on the postseason. Like the Yankees, the Red Sox had a lot of pitching and bullpen struggles, and there are many questions surrounding the Red Sox this offseason. Who will be the manager? Ron Roenicke was fired. Red Sox fans expected that, though. Roenicke was more just an interim manager to get us through this season. Potentially Cora. There's been rumors that Cora could come back to manage the Red Sox, but we don't know what will happen with that. Jackie Bradley Jr. is a free agent. Did he play his last game in the Red Sox uniform? Will he return to the Red Sox? Another one is some of the young guys at the end of the season really started to impress for the Red Sox. Will guys like Bobby Dahlbeck and Tanner Houck return to the team next season? Finally, what offseason moves do the Red Sox make? There are a lot of areas that need work, especially pitching, although they will be getting Eduardo Rodriguez and Chris Sale back. So it'll be interesting to see how they perform come next season. But a lot of questions surrounding the Red Sox in this offseason.
One thing I would say is that in terms for the Red Sox, I think in terms of the Alex Cora rumor that came out, I think that would send a bad taste just in terms of, like, if you look at Boston's history with cheating and then he gets to be able to come back, who was part of the Houston cheating, and then he comes back after that suspension. I think that would send a bad taste around baseball. And then in terms of Jackie Bradley Jr., I think there's a better chance now that he comes back, considering with no one knows how the market will be set because of so many teams losing so much money. I'm not 100% sure that teams will be willing to spend and break the bank this winter. And then the last note I would make is that, returning back to the Yankees quickly, is that they dominated the Red Sox this season as they were 9-1 against them.
That's all the time we have today. Join us again next time when we discuss the state of New York and New England NFL football. Thank you and goodbye.